We're live. Hey, everybody. It's Maplebrook, the Monster of the Week game that I play with my friends. I'm Soups, and my friends are Josh, who plays Connor Caldwin von Helsing, a vampire who is just a real goofball and does a shitload of damage. Adva, an aloof swimmer girl who is also divine and kills things in one punch. And Wes, a newly minted magic boy, played by Swissy. Boko plays Adva. I don't think I said that part out loud. I think I thought it. But
I don't kill things in one punch.
Wes doesn't kill things almost ever. And also, Swissy plays Stacy, a hard-boiled detective parody. And that's our game.
We have a party of 4, but only 2 eye colors.
It's crazy. Right? Actually,
Shit.
yeah. Hold on, wait.
Are you on team red or team blue?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait a
It's
minute.
literally it's bright blue, light blue, bright red, light red, or whatever, or like
Damn.
dim red.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
the
Dim
thing
blue.
is, if you want to be a powerful person on the team, you have to have black hair and red eyes.
It's
true. It's the only
the rules.
The rest of
It's
us are
apparently
meta.
it's just the rules. I mean, we don't know how effective Swissy could be now.
We also need black leg wear.
Swissy had like 3 more abilities than he's supposed to have at this point, so maybe he's like broken now.
Who
I
can
will
say?
kill you.
We don't. I'm correct. Why are you mad at me, Swissy?
I don't know. You keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
So last time on Maplebrook, I should really write like a more succinct version of this, so I don't just like have to scroll and speed read through my notes. Adva asks for some advice about, back further than that. Adva rested up in the hospital for a little bit after her last venture. She started asking some of her friends about what she should do about Stacy, and sort of didn't really come up with a great answer.
What are you talking about? I texted her and asked her when we could talk.
She said we'll talk about it, which isn't it's fine. Connor learned that his mom's been missing for a while, and that his bills haven't been paid, and his Benson also hasn't been paid, so he paid them. He's also been looking for Becky Davis, who is the person that saw West do a magic at the theater several months ago. West got asked by his sister to help him clean up her cabin because Lizzie wants to see her house, but she lives in the woods with Paul Bunyan, and her life is a wreck. So West is going to go help out with that later today in the terms of the game. Other than that, he's also a wizard now. He's been practicing magics, and he's pretty good at it now. Well, he hasn't done it yet in the game, so it remains to be seen, but he's better at it than he was.
Should.
Stacy is delaying her current report of the investigation to Becky, who opened an investigation with her, and has been approached by Grant DeSolo, the president of the Broadcast Club, about a case wherein his radio booth just sort of exploded last night. I believe the last thing that happened was that Stacy demanded candy cigarettes as payment, and Grant stormed out of the room. But at the same time as all of that is going on, we're going to do some cutting back and forth because the next little bit of this only makes sense to me if things are happening at sort of the same time. An announcement, wherever you are at this point in the morning, an announcement goes out over the loudspeaker, and it says the following. Adva Lusitano, please come to the headmistress's office at your earliest convenience if you are still on campus.
I wonder what that's about. I haven't done anything.
So yeah, that's that. I don't know where the rest of you are all hanging out. I assume Connor's stalking the halls looking for Becky.
Yes.
And
I don't like that stalking and prowling both sound bad.
But unfortunately,
roaming. I mean, that is what he's doing, but he's not. He just wants to kidnap her. Wait, no, shut up. He's just gonna talk to her.
Josh, your hole is getting deeper.
Listen, it's not my fault that Connor is this way.
Drop the shovel.
It's a little bit your fault.
He's your boy.
I mean, listen, I get it. Sometimes you have a character and he just does things without you really thinking about it.
He does fast and stupid decisions. It's fine. It's fine.
Sometimes things get away from you.
It'll all pan out.
Oh, Josh has trophies dedicated to all his greatest bits. There's a couple other ones you can't see on there. Such as snakes and I don't remember
My
what the fourth one
legacy.
was.
The Pringles one is from this game, in fact.
Yeah. There's Pringles, mac and cheese, snakes
Yogurt.
not having bones, and I don't
Yogurt.
remember what the
That's
fourth
true.
one
It's
was.
yogurt.
It was yogurt. It's bold.
Bulgur,
I'll find
right,
the clip
surely.
for you, Mulligan. Pretty sure we uploaded it.
Oh, we
The
definitely
macaroni
did.
one. Yeah, that's one of our biggest clips. Especially had a wrong opinion, and it caused
No,
caused
not
a bit of
macaroni.
a bit of a
Pringles.
I'm
tizzy.
talking
yeah.
about Pringles.
The Pringles
Oh.
blood
I mean,
magic. Yeah,
Swi-
yeah.
Swissy did not have any wrong opinions related to Pringles. I'm happy to report.
The can should be bigger in some fashion. But then the Pringles would rattle around and, get all crushed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they can't. It's got to be the way it is.
There's got to be a way to do it, though.
Yep. So
Really, they should just put a string down the bottom of the Pringles that comes out both ends, and then you just pull the string, and it just pulls out all Pringles.
now
Damn.
that would take some engineering to not just have a hole in the entire side of the can of Pringles on both sides.
I mean, no, it's not that hard. It's just how they wrap Hershey's Kisses. The foil is the can, the kiss is the Pringles, and the wrapper is the wrapper.
I see. Anyway, so yeah, Connor is wandering the hallways. West is probably on his way to the cabin to help his sister clean up. Because it's a little bit
Yeah,
later
that's
in
what
the
I was
morning.
about to ask if it was about that time or not.
Yeah, you're probably on your way out there. So Adva, I don't know where you're hanging out, but
I was probably just in my room.
yep. So you've been called to the principal's office. Uh-oh.
The announcements go in the rooms.
It's just a loudspeaker. You should probably
Oh,
hear
I
it
see.
in the
So
hallways.
it's like in the hallway.
Yeah.
'Cause that would be wild. Just like, wake up, everyone who's
6
snoozing.
a.m. Wake up.
Adva's in trouble, maybe.
And if Adva is asleep, Treese wakes you up and tells you that the announcement happened.
No, I already gave my reaction to it. She was awake.
All right. So yeah, what are you doing?
I'm going to. I can't really ignore it.
I mean, you can.
I'm just not
You can do
truant.
whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
You could be so aloof that you ignore the summons.
Adva is not like that. She's not truant, unlike some of you.
What?
What?
You heard me.
When have I ignored a
All right, so you make your way to Diane Gabriel's office, the
I don't think
headmistress,
she has any
whose name I
scientific
didn't have
evidence
to look
back
back
this
up. I just remembered
No, of course not.
obviously. Yeah, you make your way to her office. You're at her big, I think, set of
believe
double
you.
doors. What do? You open them?
I knock.
Come in.
I come in.
All right, you open the door. You see the headmistress's fine wooden desk. She's sitting behind it. And on one of the chairs in front of the desk, you see Sam there, actually. And he's got his hood down, and he waves to you like, hey, what's up?
Oh, this is what it's about.
Yeah, I thought we should probably talk about some stuff. And I agreed, Diane says, so please have a seat.
I sit down.
So, Sam here tells me that you have some cult troubles. The two of you do, I guess.
I guess you could say it like that.
We'll do it at the end of this. Shut up.
Okay.
So, Sam here's been telling me a little bit, but I sort of just kind of wanted to go over what all of us know. So, Sam tells me that the cult you were formerly members of has something to do with the Triad gods, who are a trio of old gods. Yes, I know. I said the same thing twice. Don't think about it. I believe, if I remember correctly, she kind of like pencils through some notes she's written on a notepad on her desk. They are... Oh, Malagai. Okay, so Advo gets a +1 to their next roll. Because Malagai played a card. Good job, Malagai.
Do I have a thing I can check for that? I do not.
It's just +1 forward on whatever your next roll is.
Okay.
So, it's a trio of gods. According to the little bit of research I was able to do, it seems like Invectus, Demissus, and Nihil, I believe. I don't know how much that means to you. How much do you know about the triad gods? Because I have to admit, our notes were not much.
Adva probably knows a decent amount on the count of being High Priestess before leaving.
Okay, so what you do know is that the triad gods, you were the priestess of Invectus, and you in fact remember that Treese told you that he was sent by Invectus when he appeared. And you know that there were like sort of avatars, I guess, quote, if you want to call them that, of the other two. Although you didn't really know who they were, you didn't get a chance to interact with them much. They kind of kept you all separate. So those are sort of the things you know. And you also know that they're planning some sort of something with you, but I don't know if you know much beyond that.
Probably not.
All right. So as you give her that information.
Yeah, I give her, like, the explanation.
I see. So, as far as we've been able to gather from the information that Sam has told me, and it sounds like what you said is probably lines up with that, they're trying to bring about the rebirth of these gods, which is not... There aren't many gods currently in the world just sort of like acting and doing stuff on our sort of plane. And it would be probably pretty bad if 3 of them suddenly showed up in the same place.
Yeah, probably.
The good news is they need you to do it, and you are not captured, so that's good. The bad news is it sounds like if there were 3 of you, one for each of the gods, the sort of like sacrifices. I don't know if this part is news to you, but it seems like they need you. They're probably going to try to sacrifice you to bring about these gods. The problem is that it seems like they probably already have 2 of those sacrifices. If you got away, they probably have the ones for Demissus and Nihil already. From what Sam goes, from what I've been able to tell, it seems like Stephanie's power probably comes from Demissus, so we don't know if she is the, like, person for that, or if she just, like, has particular favor with him, but I've got no idea who has the power of Nihil, if any. I didn't really... That particular part of the cult wasn't really my beat when I was in it, and they don't really show themselves much. Yeah, so, in regards to Stephanie, she seems to be the primary person working with the cult in Maplebrook. Have you seen anybody else, really helping her out?
Other than, like, the one incident, I haven't really run into anybody.
Which incident was this?
I don't remember the details. It's been like a year. It's the bike incident.
Oh yeah, that was her.
Yeah, so other than her, no.
It's probably safe to assume there's more than one, but... Well... She thinks about it, and Sam speaks up and goes, well, Stephanie seems to be the primary one for sure. Although I know there are, and you probably remember as well, there are a couple hundred members in this cult, but not all of them are like, you know, us. He kind of motions to the 2 of you, what with your magic powers and all. A lot of them are just regular people, so most of them aren't, like, terribly threatening. Well, I suppose that's good. The bad news is that it being winter break, it would be a good time for the menagerie to strike, since the campus is, while not empty, certainly more empty than it usually is, what with all the students and staff going home. So, I'm going to try to do what I can to step up security around here, see if I can convince some people to maybe keep lookout, just to make sure that, you know, my students are not attacked in the middle of the night or whatever. I would advise you to be on the lookout as well. As I said, with things being the way they are, now would be a good time for them to strike if we're just talking strategically.
I'm always on the lookout.
That is good. And then, so from there, partway through that conversation, Connor, you are walking by the library. on your continued hunt for Becky Davis. And as you walk by it, you notice the
Staring
door.
at my open palm the entire time.
Right. As you walk by
Upon
it,
which I have written both Becky Davis and an entire description of her.
right, yes. Upon walking by the library, you do notice that the door is open, and you think, I haven't been in there yet.
Ah, a new place to look at. I walk into the library.
Alright, you walk through the door of the Ace P. Hagriff Memorial Library. Yes, Wissy, we did
The
name
who
it that.
now?
It's named after the
yeah.
human, like, founder of Maplebrook.
Right.
The one from the human faction. I forgot we named it that until I went back and looked it up, Swissy. The only other person in the room that you see, you kind of look around. The library here is, like, pretty extensive, actually. The person sitting behind the desk is actually Stacy. It's the one you see hang out with Adva all the time. That's Stacy specifically. But
Excellent.
she kind of looks up at you and goes, "Oh, hello. Do you need something?"
Stacy, I finger guns.
She waves.
I slide
back
up
to you.
to the desk.
Hello?
Hi, Stacy. Stacy. I
Yes,
have.
Connor.
I stare at my hand. You know a Becky Davis, Stacy?
Yeah, actually, I think she's using one of the, like, private reading rooms over there. She points to one of the, like, those side rooms in libraries where you can, like, like, study rooms, libraries. She's in one of those.
Yeah.
She points to them. Why, did you need her for something?
Ah. Connor stares into the middle distance for a second. Yes. I have to give her. I pat my pockets. What's an object I have on me?
I don't know, man.
Pocket lens, pencil. Oh, she dropped her pencil.
I pull out a pen. Yeah, pen.
Yep.
This is her pen.
Okay.
And I need to return it. You said over there, right?
Yeah, right over there.
Right over. Nice. Good. Cool. Connor begins
She just kind of looks
slowly
at you.
backing away from the desk.
Okay.
Thank you for the assistance.
No problem. I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing then. And she
Yes.
pulls a book back off of the desk and opens it up and kind of looks at you over it.
It's unfortunately Connor has, of course, assumed his sneaking tactic. He's walking like a real Scooby-Doo villain.
Like there should be some jazz crash.
Real. There's a real Pink Panther fucking track happening in his head as he walks towards the study room that he was pointed towards.
Right. You go over there. The door is wood, but it's got some like it's got a window like in the middle of it, and there's also a mostly covered by a curtain window like to the right of the door. That's essentially, these rooms aren't terribly big. That the door and the window are essentially the size of the room. I'd say it's maybe 10 feet across.
Excellent.
You can see inside through the window if you wanted to.
I will sidle up to the door window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You peek in there, and there's the...
Peek my peepers in there.
Yep, there's Becky Davis. She's kind of like she's like leaning forward on the desk, writing something. She's got a couple of books around her. She's wearing headphones. Yep.
Excellent.
Her bag is on the desk, and you can see, in fact, the Realm of Kings keychain on it.
Excellent. Without looking away from the door, I slowly raise my hand up until it's in view of myself, too.
Okay.
I double check the description.
Yeah, it seems accurate.
I notice it's starting to get smudged from my sweaty palms.
Seems accurate.
I'm running out of time. What's the best play here? Connor knocks at the door.
She doesn't seem to hear
Knock,
you
knock.
over the whatever is playing on her headphones.
Second idea. Connor walks to the nearest bookshelf.
Okay.
I take as many books as I can carry in a big oblong stack.
Okay.
I walk past the study room and dramatically trip,
Okay.
clattering the books on the floor and going, "Ah, no, I've fallen."
My book.
So she still
My
doesn't.
books!
She still doesn't hear you, but out of the corner of her eye, through the bottom of like the pane of glass, she does see a bunch of books go everywhere, and this is enough to get her attention. So you don't see any of this happen, but she takes off her headphones and sets them on the desk, and opens the door and peeks out and goes, "Oh, are you okay?"
No, I've dropped my books, I say,
I
pathetically gesturing to the books on the floor.
I see that.
I was trying to carry too many
Books.
books, that
It
is.
certainly seems that way. Do you need a hand? She says. She kind of like steps out of the room and like half closes the door behind her.
Yeah, that would be great. I get up from the floor and I begin picking up the books as Connor desperately tries to double check his hand to remember her name, but it's smudged at this point and he's panicking.
She just helps you pick up books, and she's like, quite a random assortment of. Did you take a random assortment of books, or did you just take a line of books off
Babe,
the
you
shelf?
didn't change the
Damn,
game
Bork, I
on,
did
Twitch.
though.
No, he didn't.
No, he definitely just took a clear chunk of books off of one shelf.
I really hope, Josh, did you just take like 5 dictionaries?
That would be up to God, I suppose.
Doesn't say
It's
lots of
whatever
fun.
was in a row.
A lot of books about cooking here. Are you looking to become a cook? Is that what you're in the school for?
No, I just like thinking about food.
I guess that makes sense.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, she helps you clean up the books. I don't know what your play is here.
Neither does Connor or me. Don't worry. So Connor's like slow picking up the books. Like he's really stretching it out because he didn't think he'd get this far. He's not sure. He needs to confirm that this is in fact. And he looks at his hand again, and it's just a smear now, and he's like, "Oh God." In his panic, he completely blanks on her name, and he's just desperately trying to even begin to remember it. And as he's getting to the last book, he's like, "Oh no, I have no time. I just have to go for it." And he goes like, "So you're like Teresa, right?"
She goes, "It's Becky, actually." She says, picking up the last of the books that she was
That
getting, and
sounds more correct.
she turns around to set the books on a desk.
Excellent. So, you read books?
Yeah, I was actually, I was looking into some books in there. She turns back towards the, like setting all the books down that she had. She turns back towards the books she had in the reading room. It's like, yeah, I was just trying to catch up on some of the homework for over winter break, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm I'm the homework.
Gives me
Over
more
winter
time
break
to
homework.
give me more time to do the stuff I want to do, you know?
Yeah. Connor's now distracted, thinking if he even knows what homework he has. The answer is he does not. It's shoved into a bag somewhere, like at the bottom, just a crumple pile.
Nice.
He's like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. Also, like, having free time to do stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Most people do, I think. She kind of like raises an eyebrow at you. Are you okay? Did you hit your head when you fell with all those books?
Uh, uh,
How have you frozen so completely?
uh,
Listen, last time, I think this is the longest single conversation Connor's had to hold with someone that he couldn't just like bullshit his way into.
All right. Well, what's your
Or would
like?
be.
What are you doing? She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get back to my homework now. Um, try to be more careful. Oh, what's your name? I didn't get it. Sorry. I think I ran into you earlier, didn't I? Oh no, wait.
Yes.
That was weeks. That was weeks ago. Never mind. Ignore that last sentence.
Oh right, that was canonically weeks ago. Just give me the player 1 second here, because I'm trying to. So Connor's current problem is that he is convinced that if he is too direct, she'll catch wise. So he's
even though she
trying to
has no
figure out.
reason to.
Even yeah, I know, but Connor doesn't realize this. So
Mhm.
he's desperate trying to figure out the most subtle way to bring this up, but he's not good at subtle. You know. You
Right.
see.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. But she did ask for his name, and that he can answer. He reaches out with his hand, which is still covered in an ink smear, and says, "Oh, I'm Connor."
Nice to meet you, Connor. Like I said, Becky is my name. I'm going to go back to my homework now. I hope you are. You
Yeah.
should be more careful with books in the future.
How open is the door that of the study room? You
She
said
left it.
she
She left it
mostly
like,
closed it, right?
yeah, it's like cracked a couple inches. You do
Could
notice though that it
Connor
isn't like locked.
So Connor could currently see her backpack, or at least lie about it.
Yeah.
All right, that's his in. As she goes to like go back to her studies, Connor's gonna be like, "Oh hey, is that Realm of Kingspin?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why do you play?
Oh yeah, I just started a character recently."
Oh my god.
Oh really? I've been playing for a long time. Are you looking for like a group to get into? I could try to invite you maybe.
Oh
She
yeah, that'd
seems
be
to like
good.
light up talking about this.
You that's like what one of those like a clan?
I don't remember
Is
if we
that what
gave it
they
a
call it?
name.
Yeah,
I
yes it is.
genuinely,
Connor's
yes.
pretending.
Yeah, like a clan. Yeah, it's like a group of players.
Oh,
My clan's pretty chill. We run some higher end stuff occasionally, but for the most part, we just kind of hang out and do dungeons and stuff when we got time. That's actually kind of why I'm trying to get a head start on the homework. I'm hoping to get a lot of Realm of Kings time in on the over the break.
yes. That sounds like a smart plan. Do
Poggers.
you? All right, Connor's used his one ace in the hole. What's his plan now?
I have no idea. I sort of
I
half
know,
expected
right?
you to
With
have
this
knocked
man.
this woman out by now.
It'd be so much easier if he wasn't trying to be coy. He's really bad at coy.
You don't say.
All right. Yeah. All right. I've got it. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Unpause.
Unpause. Yeah, I'm really not very good at the game currently because I don't know. People keep yelling at me to like do rotations, And so I spin around in a circle, but that just makes them mad.
She also laughs.
So like, I know you're busy at the moment. Could you like give me like just a real brief? Like I'm really making a clown of myself.
Yeah, sure. Oh, here, let me. And she opens the door to the study room. And she's like, "I'll write down some stuff for you. What are you playing?"
Oh, I'm a healer.
Oh, okay. She. Now, have you actually done this rotation thing in the game? As
What do you
pretending to
mean?
be your new character?
Oh,
Or was that just a
absolutely.
cool, just checking. She,
Like to pretend, like Connor pretending to not know how to play the game is very stupid.
Yeah.
Like he just would like spin in circles and sprint at walls.
It's like, oh yeah, actually, I play a healer too. Here, I know a good rotation for that. Let me. And she heads back into the room and starts digging through her bag for a notebook and pen.
Excellent. I sneak into the room. I
Okay.
close the door.
She kind of like looks behind her, like, what? It's fine. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like leave you alone. I'm just looking for a pen, and paper. And she, goes back to her bag.
Becky, I have to be honest with you.
Oh,
I have to be real with you.
okay.
I'm already in your clan.
Okay.
Two of my characters are already in your clan.
Okay. She kind of like blinks.
Steven, I'm trying to remember. Connor's like in-game character is also just named Connor, right? But spelled different.
Oh
Something like that.
yeah. She's like,
It was something stupid.
I forgot.
Connor,
Yes.
Connor, like takes a moment to compose himself and says, "I'm Connor in game."
Connor. Oh, that's you just used your real name?
No, I spelled it differently.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense, I suppose. It's a perfect disguise. No one would ever know.
No one ever know.
I certainly didn't put it together.
Yeah, he spells it like that with way too many vowels. Just slaps them in there.
Connor thinks that having a fantasy name means you need to put too many vowels in it.
It's too many vowels.
Connor naming is fucking MMO characters like white women name their kids.
I haven't named any of my kids.
Hail Lee.
Exactly what I was thinking of, yes.
Patholto.
Alright, now that Connor's revealed his secret, it's time for him to
Yeah, she
reveal
doesn't seem
his
to
next
she
part.
doesn't really seem to care that much. She's like, "Oh, cool. You know what? I think I remember. Yeah, I talked to you a couple weeks, or I guess it was more like a month ago. Maybe you just sort of disappeared."
Yes, I did. I did do that, Becky Davis.
This past.
You could just call me Becky.
You
That's
s-
fine.
Okay, Becky Davis. Well, you see, here's the problem, Becky. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yes. She looks confused.
A new idea has occurred to Connor. An excellent idea. No, it's a terrible idea.
I mean,
It wouldn't
yeah,
work
I
at all.
assumed.
He just had a thought that he immediately just had the thought that he could just convince her that Stacy couldn't find anything and she must have just been hallucinating.
Okay.
But she saw a guy levitate a big
Gaslighting.
log.
And also, that would be a weird thing to bring up apropos of nothing. Because I don't even
Yes.
know if she remembers you from that.
No. None of this works at all. He's probably just gonna have to go the direct method then.
Unfortunate.
All of his ploys have fallen apart.
He didn't even try anything.
I know, right? That's the best part. He doesn't have to.
Alright, what are we
So
doing?
after, yeah, well, give me a second.
What are you doing?
This is hard. It's hard when Connor has to keep a thread going and not just say stuff. It's hard for me.
All right, so I hit again. We're in pause now. She's just kind of raising her eyebrow at you.
Yeah, Connor basically just keeps briefly dissociating as he tries to see the in real life dialogue tree in front of him and
Great.
choose the best option.
Bum 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 bum.
Becky, I'll be honest.
Okay, I think you said
I
that
logged
already.
off that time. Well, I'm being extra honest now.
All right.
Double honest.
I'm
It's
listening.
facts.
Super duper honest.
I'm listening.
I had to log off that time because you had mentioned seeing people in your school do weird stuff.
Okay, yeah, yes.
Yeah, you talked to Stacy about? Stacy Meyer, the detective?
Stacy
News.
Meyer isn't the detective. Stacy Meyer's the
Oh.
librarian assistant. She's right out there.
Connor-
She points like over your shoulder towards the closed
Connor
door.
pulls out his phone, opens a note that just says Stacy's and updates it. Okay.
Yeah, I
all
did.
right.
I did talk to Stacy, but why do you know that?
Oh, but we bumped into each other when we walked through the doorway. I was asking her for help in tracking down someone.
Oh, that was you that time. I remember now.
Yeah. You see, I needed to find someone who knows something that they shouldn't.
Okay.
And Connor just stares at her.
All right.
You wouldn't know anyone like that, would you, Becky Davis? He squints.
I don't know what you're talking about. She's.
Oh God, this is really hard, Becky Davis. I'm a vampire.
What?
Damn.
She laughs when you say this. Like, what are you
Damn.
talking about?
Oh God, I pull out a Jort's moon. I vampire fang into it.
Ah, what are you doing? Do you have are you wearing fake teeth?
What? Fake teeth? I just punctured this. Do you know how thick? Have you ever tried to bite? Fake teeth?
No, I've never tried to bite a Capri Sun open. What are you talking about?
Well, first of all, this is a Jort's moon. It's filled with not. You wouldn't want to drink this. It's not juice. Man, I don't really have any cool oh wait, I can do this. And then Connor just one hand lifts up the table. Huh?
Holy
Huh?
shit! She
That's
stumbles backwards into the wall now.
all right. Forgot about my unholy strength for a second. Also, my eyes are red, so I mean, he sets the table down.
I mean,
That-
He
Adva's
goes
also
to
red.
school with Adva.
Yeah, but she's also magic. That doesn't prove anything.
He doesn't know that. He's just the weird.
There
girl
are a lot
who's
of-
good at swimming.
There are a lot of people in town that have red eyes. Oh god, are they all vampires?
Well, I don't know. If their names rhyme with Bon Belsig, then yeah.
She looks like she's
Not
having
the Von Belsigs.
Not the Don Delsigs. I would have never suspected.
That one's the mafia vampire.
the Don Delsigs. We run the pizzerias.
She just kind of leans forward and one hand on her head like, "Oh my god, okay. Why are you telling me this?"
I don't know. I was trying to come up with a clever ploy where I wouldn't need to mind wipe you, and then I failed.
need to
like
what?
4 times in. Don't worry about it. But okay, so I've already had to knock out someone this year, and I'm trying to. My New Year's resolution is going to be to keep it to once a quarter.
She is starting to
so-
look kind of
But
worried
next
now.
year I
the
will
longer
knock
you
you
talk.
out.
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's just listen. It's not because I want to do it. It's just so there's this whole thing where okay, so it's a big secret, and we can't have people that are finding out the secret, And so when you said that you saw my friend West lift up that big log with his magic, that was not. That was, you
She
know.
doesn't even know
That
that
was-
was Wes, by the way.
That was you
I
guys.
know.
Was that you and your? Was he one of your friends at the theater? Oh God, I do remember.
Yeah, it was
you
me.
there.
It was me and West and Adva.
I do remember
We're
that.
hunters.
That was.
We're also the Delta Dragons, but that's just a sort of like a
She's
that's
kind
like
of
our
like
IRL clan.
as you talk, she's kind of like looking past you. How close are you standing to the door?
My back is directly to the door.
Hmm.
I'm posted up. Connor's not that stupid.
She's looking worried at you now.
No, I'm the good guy. Well, one of them. Adva's probably the best guy, because she's like a cleric or an angel. No, she's not an angel, because that's the Gabriels. I've never really figured out what her deal is.
Just all of this
Did you
is.
say that out loud?
Yes, all of that.
I think she
assume.
can smite me though.
Well,
I
anyway.
think you did. I think you did just casually drop that the headmistress is an angel.
Yeah, you
Yes,
definitely did do that.
That's the point.
No, listen, I know what
Nice.
Josh is doing.
Connor has had to keep a secret about all of this for an inordinately long time for him.
Fair enough.
So he's kind of going crazy. He's going sicko mode, and also he's stupid.
She's kind of like as you're talking to her, she's kind of like trying to put the table between the two of you, like kind of just shifting to the right a little
She
bit.
just saw him lift a table.
I mean, it's
Yeah, but he
a
still
room
has
with
to
one
go
exit.
through
What's
it.
she gonna do?
I mean,
Whew,
what's he
all
gonna
right,
do is the real question.
man. That all feels good to finally tell someone, even if it's someone who is gonna get mind wiped. Again, that's what we're gonna have to do next here. It's like if you just want to come with me to do that, then it doesn't have to be weird.
What are you? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you gonna like torture me?
No, torture. No, I'm just gonna take you to the headmistress.
Why?
Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Yes.
Yeah, she can do that.
What if I don't want that?
Connor blinks a few times. I'm sorry, but like, it's a secret.
Then why did you
Yeah.
tell it to me?
Well, because you're about to find out.
About
Felt rude to mind wipe you before you found out what happened.
what?
I guess it doesn't really matter.
She's looking like she just looks like extremely confused.
Connor also looks slightly confused.
You don't want to be mind wiped? What?
Well, we seem to be in a sticky wicket. Cause like I kind of need you to not know all the stuff that you know now. Because otherwise, that's not very secretive.
You see her eyes like going around the room looking for anything she could possibly use to get out of this situation.
I mean, unless you're looking for a different mind wiping device. You're not just gonna follow me to the headmistress's office, are you?
She stops. She slowly leans towards her bag.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches a hand inside the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of like is looking at you the whole time.
Uh-huh. Connor will just stand there.
Are you going to let me go?
If you come with me to see the headmistress, then yes. We'll just go right there. And then, boom, you're back here. You're doing your homework. Everything's cool.
As you're like halfway through that sentence, she steals her resolve, and I need you to act under pressure, please.
Okay.
Well, this is taking a turn.
I think this is the first roll of our whole new session. that
It
actually
is.
counts.
I can click a button for that now, right?
I think so. I thought
Yeah.
you could.
I don't know what it is.
Connor.
Is it just roll cool? Is that what that is? Right?
Yeah, cool is act under pressure. For me, it's sharp, but for normies, it's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, if you
I
click
think
the
I
little
just
dice icons,
it,
yes, I
right?
believe. Yep.
Excellent. Does my preternatural speed help me at all? Whatever is about to happen.
We'll see.
All right. And then 4 to assuming. Oop, I lost the box. Hang on. Hold on. 9.
Mixed success. So you are able to dodge the pepper spray that comes flying out of her bag and into your face, enough that it does not get in your eyes, so you aren't incapacitated, but it does get in your mouth, so you are coughing a lot now.
Oh no,
Oh.
dude.
And while you are
Oh.
coughing, she attempts to like shoulder tackle you out of the way of the door so she can get through. I
Okay.
assume this does not. I assume this does not work because you are built like a brick
Unholy
shithouse.
strong. Yeah, no, I don't let her.
Let go of me! Get me out of here! Help! Help!
Ah!
She starts
Oh,
yelling
that
for
tastes
help.
so much worse. Oh man, this went really bad for me. All right,
She begins yelling for help as she's
I
trying
go
to like,
to I
reach
go
the
I go
door.
to knock her out.
Okay. I think you just do
Like,
it.
go fucking help his sister clean up and come back, and everybody's gonna be knocked out in the library. And Connor's gonna be like,
Yeah,
Ah.
I mean, you do it.
All right. God, you know,
crack a toe up.
I could have saved myself a lot of time by doing the knockout right away. Connor says aloud.
Yep, she just crumpled to the floor and is unconscious.
In my mind, Connor felt bad for having to knock out the last Stacy, or like Stacy Veers.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'll try to schmooze it this time, and didn't work at all.
And it didn't work because he just said a bunch of crazy shit and then said, "I'm gonna
Yeah,
wipe
you also
your brain now,"
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
which, as you unsurprisingly, was not terribly comforting.
Connor. All right, well, I'll gather her stuff and put it in her backpack.
Okay.
Now, I need to figure out how to transport an unconscious person
Yeah.
to the headmistress.
You have to get her out of the library, past Stacy.
There's only one Stacy in the way. That's not the worst.
And we know that those are extremely easy to knock out.
It's true. It's true.
Cannot just murk everybody in the library.
Want to fucking bet?
Do not
All right.
murk my
I
girlfriend.
will
Alright,
say that
Steven.
Stacy is the only other person you saw in the library.
Yeah, because it's like basically pretty dead, right? So if I get her
Yeah.
out of the library, I'm probably good. Because like I could probably just lie past Stacy.
You could certainly
Like, oops,
try.
she got sleepy.
Just be like, oh no, there was a loud crash and she hit her head.
I'm
Several
taking
minutes
her
later.
to the nurse.
So I'm taking her to the nurse quick. All right, that's a great plan. I will put I will put on Becky's backpack, and then like pick her up
How you carrying
and
her? Fireman's princess
the
on your back?
princess, I guess. They're just the princess.
Okay. You do that.
And then I
It's
walk
easy.
out. It's easy.
You walk
I
out,
walk
hitting her
out.
You
head
walk
on the
past
door frame.
Stacy and she like raises an eyebrow. You're like, what are you doing? Is she okay?
Stacy, bad news. No, so I was gonna go say hi to my friend Becky and return that pen I told you about, and she slipped and hit her head, knocked herself right out. So I was gonna run her to the nurse quick.
Let me just check something here real quick.
In case she was concussed or something.
Can you give me a roll to manipulate someone? That'd be
Oh
charm.
no.
That'd be
Oh,
charm
no.
normally. I don't know if you have a thing about that.
There is a vampire thing to like be good at charming people, and I of course
But you
didn't
don't,
take
you
any
didn't
of it.
take that, yeah.
Nice.
My charm is -2.
Right. So go ahead and mark experience.
Ah.
Yeah, I think on a fail, that's just a straight fail. And she's like, "Why did you?"
I knock her out.
Okay, all right.
Josh!
You quickly flash step over to Stacy and knock her out.
No.
I pick up both of them
Okay.
and I walk out of the
This is getting
library.
worse by the minute.
You
And
throw
I
one
go-
on each
and I-
shoulder.
And I take the most direct and out of the way. Well, those might be
Those are
incongruent, but I
opposites,
take
but-
this.
Yeah.
I take the sneakiest route to the headmistress's office, so I don't have to knock out anyone else. I hope.
Okay. Well, I'll deal with the consequences of that in a minute. Wes, you haven't gotten to do anything yet this episode.
Hello.
Oh
What's
god,
up?
that went way worse than I thought it was going to.
Josh, you realize you're marching into a meeting that Adva is having with the headmistress with her unconscious girlfriend over your shoulder, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that funny?
Oh no.
Cast out
no.
evil.
No, listen.
This is how Civil War starts.
I, the player, think this is hilarious. Connor's gonna have a bad time.
Connor's
I
being a
think
real
this will
Bucky
be-
Barnes.
This will be an excellent roleplay opportunity. I'm just saying.
I was just
Yes.
so I had a real struggle because I was trying to think of how awkwardly Connor would be in a conversation where he was trying to like lie to someone.
Now,
'Cause
Connor,
normally
I
he
don't
just
mean to
doesn't.
alarm you, but Adva is a deadly weapon.
I literally can make you leave.
So, I'll remember that card. Don't you worry, Malagai. So West, you have just arrived in the clearing, where your sister's cabin is, and Paul Bunyan is there. He seems to be like he's got a big shovel made out of a tree. It seems like he's whittled it or something. And he's basically using it to clean up the yard, as it were, around to kind of get the snow out of the way, because it's been snowing a little bit over the last couple weeks.
A giant snow shovel, I see.
Yeah, he's got a big snow shovel, and he also seems to be wearing a absolutely fuck off enormous coat that seems to be made of like a dozen deer skins, probably more. But yeah, he's
Damn.
basically he's got a shovel like on his shoulder. You can see the clearing is kind of like shoveled out such that there isn't snow just absolutely everywhere. It's pretty nice. He's currently seems to be whittling something out of a different, like, thinner tree, and a big knife that is probably just actually a sword. And as he sees you approaching, he goes, "Oh, hey, West. It's been a while. How are you doing?"
Hey there, Paul. I've been in the hospital again.
"Oh, no. Are you okay?"
Yeah, it's all good now. What was my injury?
With
I can't remember
Acid,
what it
acid
was.
damage, I believe.
Probably acid.
Oh, yeah. Did that happen to, like, my face?
I don't
I
think
hope
so.
I
not.
thought it was your back. You got scars on your face from the
From the first battle, yeah. Or
Yeah.
the second battle.
Alright, well, Pacific is inside. I've sort of cleaned up outside as best as I can, but I can't really get inside to help clean up. I'm glad you're coming out.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anytime.
Pacific, West is here. And you hear from inside the cabin, "Yes, I heard you. You're very
West
loud."
is just... Yeah, West is just standing there awkwardly because he never knows how to act around a big man Paul Bunyan.
around Paul Bunyan. A large but otherwise
Actual
ordinary
legend,
man.
Paul Bunyan.
Yep. Anyway, guess I better get in there, huh?
It would probably help. Yeah, I could really use a hand.
She could really use a hand. I go in.
Alright, you enter the cabin, and Pacific has basically all of her monster hunting weapons just sort of laid out in the center of the room and is staring at them. How do I hide these?
Floorboards.
My cabin doesn't have floorboards because we kind of just pick it up and move it every time somebody finds it.
Wes looks at the floor.
It is mostly
just
like
dirt?
it's like tamped down dirt, yeah.
Get floorboards.
Well, what if we have to move the cabin again?
Well, then you just move the cabin. What do you mean? You just bring the floorboards with you.
I don't know. It seems like a huge pain in the ass. Can we put down a floor by tomorrow?
With your dad's help.
Wes thinks about it. I mean, I've never done flooring before, but you know.
I don't.
Nah,
I don't though.
I just thought there would be floorboards.
No.
You're inviting your girlfriend here?
Yeah, it's the place I live. You live in a college dorm with a weird skateboard man. I wouldn't talk.
Got him.
Yeah, that's fair.
You invite your girlfriend back to your apartment.
I mean,
Yeah,
is there someone?
yeah, big man.
Shut up. I mean, could Paul like bury them somewhere and get them later?
Yeah, I guess we could do that. Just bury them out.
We could
back
just
or
like wrap
something.
them up in a cloth or something so they don't get all mucky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Connor's hands are rated E for everyone, Shady.
3 of the 4 people he's knocked out have been women.
Yeah, I would like to point out that it's not planned for him to be
And
To
2
have
of them
that-
have been Stacy's.
kill
He's
count.
really the antithesis to Kiryu.
I would listen. I would like to
only
point
hits
out
women.
that given that there's so many Stacys, it's statistically a higher chance that I will knock out both a girl and a Stacy when I indiscriminately haymaker in the halls.
Man.
Well, yeah, you and Pacific get to work. You basically just like find some extra blankets and wrap up all of her various blades, and she has actually a couple of handguns and also a big ass assault rifle.
As
she got
I
from
stumble across
somewhere.
the assault rifle specifically, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's this even for? I mean, I know what it's for.
You've
but,
seen
like,
the shit that's out here.
yeah, that's fair.
I don't have friends. I just have Paul, and he's like pretty
Wow.
good. But you know what else is good? Not getting eaten by a giant spider or whatever.
That's not a thing, is it?
It was once. It's not anymore. Wasted him.
Well, I'm glad for that one.
Yeah. And then
Any other whack shit I see?
I mean, she's got her like her fucking wicked ass scythe, but she just leaves that leaned up against the wall, and she's like,
I've seen that
I'm not
one,
putting that one away.
And that's fair. That's kind of, I guess, if you're living out in
That's
the
my
weeds.
that's my comfort scythe.
Not where I
My
was
security
going with it, but okay.
scythe.
Your
Yeah.
emotional support scythe.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand. She so yeah, you guys all spent some time cleaning up. She has a bunch of like random manga and stuff laying around that she basically like stacks up, puts on a shelf. You notice that all the furniture in this room is essentially built into the wall in such a way that it's like, you know, she
You
can,
lift the place, it
Paul
go with.
Bunyan, yeah, Paul Bunyan can essentially lift this entire place at once and just put it somewhere else. So,
In fact, I imagine the windows are in such a way that he can fit his fingies through like the handles.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, while you guys are cleaning all that up, she says, "So, how have things been since the wedding? I managed to patch things up with Lizzie, so that was nice.
Fuck, I forgot there was a whole wedding arc.
Yeah, that was the last thing that happened. This is
And why
sort
were
of a
things
part of that.
rocky with Lizzie? Was that my fault?
Sort of. You had mentioned that she broke into your apartment. She hadn't told Lizzie about you, but you told Lizzie about her. It was sort of a whole trust thing that happened.
If you remember, you even stunned Connor, and he's so inept.
Yeah, listen, I'm sorry about all that.
No, it's fine. I'm sort of trying to be a more honest person now. I've done a lot of hiding of stuff, so this sort of taught me to stop doing that. So that's nice, I guess. How have things been with you?
Yeah. Oh, you know, the that last one we did really did a number on me. Acid burns and all that.
Oh
So
God,
had to spend some time healing up from that, but
what
I
was
did
it
get a
this
lot of
time?
practice in with what was it?
It was the Mad Doctor.
It was the doctor.
No, I know that. Do we even know what it was though?
It was. I mean, it wasn't a specific thing. It was just like a.
No, it
If
was
you recall,
just
it was-
that was what it was.
Yeah.
It
It
was
wasn't
what
like
it was.
it wasn't like a person, if that's what you mean.
It was a monster.
Yeah, that's what
that
I was
a
asking.
doctor.
What? Okay.
It was.
Was it like?
Basically, once you took
like an
its like
aberration
mask
or
and
something?
clothes
I don't
off,
know.
or,
It's
like
an
there just
SCP.
wasn't anything in it.
Yeah,
It was like hollow, basically.
it's the plague doctor from SCP.
Yeah, it ended up being like this weird thing that wasn't a thing, but also was like a plague doctor.
Oh, weird.
You know, that's what
You
it
know,
dressed
actually, I
like in
remember
the-
hearing some rumors about that. I guess you guys must have
Mhm.
taken care of it then.
Yeah, that was it was rough, but we got there.
Cool.
Anyway, all that time spent healing up, I got to. Well, let me just show you. If we're still moving shit, I'll try to. I pull out my magic focus.
You pull out your magic
And,
wand.
Just gonna move some shit around.
Cool. You just like floating it
I
through
don't
the
know if
room,
you want
or
me
you
to
like
roll for
putting
that,
it
or if I
away?
can just do it.
Eh, you
yeah.
can just do-
Putting shit away, like in a helpful manner, not just moving shit.
Not just moving stuff around. I don't think you need to roll in this case.
I was gonna
Close
say
to it.
with the
You're not-
because that one was not role based technically before, but I didn't know enough about it, so we made it role based.
Yeah, it's like this is like basic shit. You're not trying to be sneaky or anything, so
Also, I'm looking at Stacy's sheet. Whoops, that doesn't help me.
yeah. You lift up some stuff with your magics and put it on shelves, and she goes, "Oh, cool." So like you're a wizard
Yeah, and I
now
didn't even
or
have
something.
to. Yeah, I didn't even injure myself this time.
This time?
The
Okay. So as the cabin's starting to look pretty clean now, she kind of like dusts her hands and stands back, looking over the room approvingly and nodding. And then suddenly you hear something from outside. You hear Paul suddenly stand up and go, "Who goes there?"
Uh-oh. Is she coming now?
No, I don't think so. And she kind of like heads towards the door and opens it. And I don't know. Are you gonna go out and look, see what's up?
Yeah, I'll go out.
No window to look through? What a horrible house.
Well, the windows are oddly shaped for Paul Bunyan fingers to lift the house up.
Yeah. So I'm going to have you roll I believe it's read a bad situation. Is that the one that lets you ask questions?
Right, now how do I do that again?
Sharp.
It
That's right.
is sharp, unless you have a thing that makes it something else.
No.
You would want it to be sharp.
Yeah.
Oops, I opened it up in the wrong
Mr.
chat.
Sharp over here.
Hup hup.
12, you notice. You haven't advanced this move, right? I don't believe so.
I think I'm the only one with
I have not
anything
advanced any moves.
Okay, so on a 10 plus, you hold 3. So you can ask, what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? And if you act on the answers, you get a +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. So you can ask 3 of those.
What's the danger?
Are
Or-
there any
yeah.
dangers we haven't noticed?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So you're scanning the tree line kind of in the direction that Paul Bunyan is looking, and he's holding his shovel menacingly. Which is, for an ordinary person, it'd be like, wow, cool, shovel. But for Paul Bunyan, it's the size of a tree.
Nice.
You see in the woods a familiar figure who I'm going to double check the description of really quick before I just start saying words. But you see scrolling. These ones are really far down. You see a woman in a white hoodie with long platinum blonde hair.
Uh-oh.
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 Who is kind of it's Stephanie. The
That's-
one who attacked
Oh.
you
Attacked
the one who attacked
Adva,
Adva and
yeah.
you also at the theater.
Oh shit!
So you see her and she's kind of like backing up.
That's the one
Trying
that's
to
like
s-
trying to capture Adva, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you know.
Bad call.
She's like slowly backing away, like trying to sneak away from like looking up at Paul Bunyan with a holy shit look on her face. So yeah, you see her like backing away.
That? Oh. Oh boy.
Yeah. So you have two
What's
more.
my best way in there?
She's not looking at you, so you could probably get in there if you wanted to. If you kind of if you kind of like strafed around
Knock it
behind
to
her
her.
quickly enough, it seems like she's distracted by the giant.
I mean, I don't have any
Paul Bunyan.
behind attacks anymore. I got rid of that one.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, you know,
Doesn't give me an advantage, yeah.
I wasn't telling you that because I remembered that. I was just saying it.
Ah, okay.
I'll be honest, I didn't remember that at all. Yep. Yeah, one more
okay.
question if you want
And I
it.
still have one more question that I don't think I... Like, is she posing an immediate threat, I guess? Like, does she look like she's a good
He attacked you.
No, I mean, I know
She has
that, but
attacked
does
you in the
she
past
look like
at
she's
the-
about to attack?
At the moment, she
Is
looks
she
like
being
she's about
sneaky?
to book it.
Okay.
I feel like your option should be to blast her regardless.
I know, I just wanted to ask my third question so it didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
I know,
well-
but what
well,
if she
what-
was
What's the
planning
biggest
something?
threat is definitely her.
Okay.
You remember all of the shit
Okay.
she did. The poison dagger she used to knock out Adva, thus rendering her godlike powers worthless. And how you tried to chase her and you fucking blasted yourself in the face with a juju bead bag thing. And also,
Beanbag.
and also how
Yeah.
she shot fireballs out of her hands.
I would like to use magic to trap a specific person, minion, or monster. In this case, this person.
Okay. I believe, let me double check my
Which I have +1 to.
reference sheet here.
For that
Use
specific
magic.
effect.
Oh, is that because of one of your ability things?
Practitioner, yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, I never actually looked at which ones of those you picked up because you didn't do it until the
Yeah.
game started. That's right.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll
Weird.
use magic with so roll plus weird, and then you get +1 forward because of you acting on your answers to the previous question as well. So you get a
So
+2
+1 forward and then yeah.
I think,
nice.
right? Because of your
Yeah,
thing.
because it's +1 to use magic whenever I choose one of those two effects, and
Yep.
that is one of them. And then +1 for the using the answers of the
Cool. Do it.
What?
Roll them bones. All right, well, that's an 11. You do it. On an 11, what does it say specifically? On a 10 plus, the magic works without any issues. Choose your effect. So, yep, you do it. What are you doing to her?
Wind walls around her, like inside a tornado kind of thing. Can't really get out of it.
All right.
A whirlwind around her.
As she's backing up, suddenly you point your wand at her, and a tornado sort of forms around her in such a way that she kind of bumps into the back wall of it as she's backing away from Paul Bunyan. And then you hear her go, "What the?" And as you do that, Pacific sees what you're doing because she didn't spot Stephanie as fast as you did, and ducks back into the cabin to grab her scythe. And she goes, "What is? Who is that? Do you know that person? What's going on? Wait a minute." And she actually does. She seems to remember. Wait a minute. She was at the theater.
Yeah, she also attacked. Wait, yeah, that was the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, she attacked Adva and I.
Right. Yes.
I
Okay.
think she's the one trying to.
What the hell is she doing here?
That's what I'm wondering. But she's not going anywhere for a minute.
And you can see her kind of like pounding at the sides of the wall, and she holds out her hands in a spell-like motion, and tries to fireball the wall, but it doesn't seem to do anything. He goes, "What the hell? Let me out of here!" And Paul kind
Well, you're the
of
one
like,
sneaking around.
Paul kind of like stomps up to her and looks down at her from his 30-foot height, and he goes, "What should I do with this one? Do you know this woman?" Are you
Yeah,
all
she,
kind of like
she
rolling
attacked-
up on her at this point, or?
Yeah, I am at. I'm walking up. I don't know about Pacific, but
Yeah, she's following you.
I'll approach, seeing as the danger is contained
For now.
for now. Yeah, she attacked me and Adva trying to kidnap Adva, in fact.
Oh, okay. Well, Paul
Does
kind of
Wes
just...
know about all the cult shit that was involved with, I'm assuming?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember how much was disclosed after that incident.
Probably not that much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but Paul kind of like holds up his shovel like, well, what do you want me to do?
What are you doing here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
Weather boy.
Weather boy, no.
I mean, I've got a
just going
Paul
on
Bunyan
a
here who can.
just going on a friendly walk through the woods. Stumbled into a giant. Looks like. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought
Yeah,
you
but it
were all
doesn't seem
dead.
like a coincidence.
And Paul goes, "Well, we're mostly dead.
Rip.
Seems like this guy is still kicking though. Unlike how you'll be in a couple minutes."
Squish,
And
squish.
And she laughs.
Oh yeah, she can teleport, can't she? Isn't that a thing she did once?
She has not done the teleporting, although I don't think you would know that.
Okay.
I think you were cloud deep in juju juice when that happened.
Yeah, you're right. Cool. I want the truth. No.
Why is
Oh, by the way, you know it was a lie when she said, "I'm just walking through the woods."
Yeah, I don't buy that. I forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, you know that one's a lie.
Yeah, I don't really buy that considering I'm here and, I'm one of the two people you attacked last time. So how about the truth before Paul Bunyan gives you the,
Well, it
the
was
big
just,
smack?
well, it was just a coincidence that you got attacked last time. You got in my way.
In your way of what?
Taking Miss Adva back to the place she belongs. You know.
If she belongs there, why didn't she stay there?
Sometimes teenagers get a little bit, they want their independence, but ultimately they gotta come back home at some point. I'm just here to take her
Is
home.
Adva a teenager?
No, not anymore.
She's like 20 by now, probably. At the very least.
20, I believe, is what we agreed upon.
She's like 20 though.
Oh, she left home a long time ago. Did she not talk to you about any of this? Seems like kind of a rude
Bits and
thing for a
pieces.
friend to do.
Yeah, but what you did seems a little rude, though. Yeah, why were you following me? in the
Sometimes
woods?
love is tough.
Listen, I mean, you have two options. It's either you talk or Paul Bunyan.
That's
He
Paul
gestures
Bunyan?
over his shoulder to Paul Bunyan. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So see, at least I was gonna mind wipe the person I gave secrets to.
You know what? I don't think Paul Bunyan's name is important.
Uh-huh.
Now she knows that Paul Bunyan exists.
And as she's been kind of like walking, as she's been kind of talking to you, you notice she's been doing some kind of gesture with her hands. And I need you to roll to act under pressure real quick.
Cool. Hold up. That is.
And I'll give you a +1 to this
Sharp.
because of your because you know she's dangerous. This is acting on your information from before.
Dangerous.
Mixed success.
Barely.
So let me double check. I'm pretty sure that means
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1.
damn.
Can't believe you just cucked me out of experience
Lol.
by giving me a +1.
Lol. Lamau. Worst outcome, hard try, surprise to pay. So, as she's talking, Pacific is looking at her and notices the same thing you do with her hands, and then she catches a glint of something in the reflection on her scythe, and she looks up, and she goes, "West, watch out!" And she quickly tackles you to the ground. And where you were standing but a second ago, and catching Pacific sort of on the leg as she dives, a series of fireballs began raining down from above, peppering your sister's legs, and what would have been you if your sister hadn't been quite so quick.
My sister.
Your sister.
Persistent.
Paul Bunyan also gets his own little hail of fireballs to deal with, and kind of just like has to cover himself with his arms. And you hear Stephanie.
Now, how does trapping a person work in this scenario? Like, is it? I know it's not obviously.
Concentration.
Is it
You are-
concentration based at all?
The mixed success on this is that you do lose your concentration on this because your sister tackled you to the ground.
Fair enough.
So whatever spell you were channeling, you are no longer channeling. On a complete success, I might have had you been able to keep this, but alas.
Yeah, fair enough.
The mixed success is that I'm doing some shit and you can't do anything about it. But you're fine. Your sister is only mildly singed. Paul Bunyan seems okay, if peppered by fireballs. And you're fine. Just a little bit dazed. And she goes, "See ya!" and takes off into the woods. And you see her disappear behind some bushes, and then she is gone. After Paul kind of like picks up some snow and pats himself on the arms with it, he goes, "Oh, damn it, she burned my coat."
Fuck.
And your sister is like, "Oh, God." She kind of looks at the edges of her like stockings, which are now, have several burn holes in them. It's like, I mean, this is kind of punk.
Okay?
This is kind of punk rock, I guess, but I wish it didn't burn so much. It stings.
Yeah, try to put some snow on it.
I guess I'll try. And she does that, and she's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, thanks. I guess I got lost in the sauce for a minute. Didn't see that coming.
Well, Paul, we should probably move again now that she knows where this is. And Paul goes, "Yep, and he reaches into the tree line and pulls out a giant axe. He's like, "I'll go clear a new spot. You two stay safe."
We'll do our best.
And
Is
Paul,
that going to cause problems for Lizzie finding your place?
"No, I'll just bring her here tomorrow. It's fine. I mean, I guess bring her to there." She like shrugs. "I don't know where Paul's going exactly, but we'll catch up. Thanks for helping me
Alrighty.
clean up today. I'll try to not make such a mess by tomorrow. Do you need..."
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, please don't. I don't want to get accosted in the woods again. Sorry for, I'm thinking I may have led her here. Sorry I had to make you move.
"Oh, that's fine. We've done it a couple times. Just every once in a while a hunter will stumble by here or whatever. And then he'll see Paul Bunyan and freak out, but no one really believes them when they get back to town anyway."
That's fair. Well, I hope it wasn't a bad thing that I said his name out loud.
I mean, it's Paul Bunyan. Everybody's just gonna think it's fine. If I were to walk up to any random person in town and say, "Hey, I'm best friends with Paul Bunyan," they would probably just laugh at me. They wouldn't assume, "Oh my God, she's telling the truth. She must be friends with the giant man, Paul Bunyan."
Yeah, that's true. Plus, crazier things have happened recently, so
Most people just laugh that kind of thing off.
fair enough. All right,
Anyway,
well, if you need any more help, you know where to find me.
Yeah, do you want me to take you back to school in case she, like, shows up again?
Is Paul fine by him? Dumb question. Sure.
Yeah, he's fine.
That'd be good.
Oh, yeah,
I could
he's
use
fine.
another set of eyes.
Cool. Here, let me... And she, like, walks around to the back of her cabin and rolls the motorcycle out from under it. And, "Hey, Josh, can you put snow tires on a motorcycle? Because if not, I'm just going to say it anyway."
There's probably snow tires for motorcycles.
I'm looking it up now.
They're not widely used in the snow.
No?
In
Because
general,
they're motorcycles. You know
because
what?
they're
Better
motorcycles.
Better idea? Because it's winter, she pulls out a snowmobile.
Yeah, now
Oh.
you're cooking. If we're in Michigan, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, she has a motorcycle for
Where
the
did
summer.
We are not in Michigan though. It says Minnesota right there.
That's what I meant. They're the same.
It's fine.
They're the same. Scenic Minnesota.
Midwest is the same.
Where did you get? You know what?
I'm
You
allowed to
probably
get
wouldn't.
them wrong. I'm from the in between them.
You probably don't want to know.
You are.
No one will
correct.
ever know.
Fucking old man lives on the outskirts of town. Is like, where did my dang snowmobile go?
I bought it at a dealership. That's a lie.
Yeah, no, you didn't, but it's fine.
All right. Well, she
Yeah.
as she begins snowmobiling you back to.
I appreciate that West has to let everyone know he knows their line. He has never once just gone, well, whatever.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Every single goddamn time he's like, you're lying. Like,
You know, maybe that could be the flaw of it. Who knows?
I've-
Yeah.
My favorite part is that Connor every
can't
time
help
is like, yeah, and.
yeah. Yes.
It's just like when he hears a lie, he's like, can't let that one slide. Even though strategically, sometimes he should let it
Should
slide.
probably just let it slide. All right. Well.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that's a thing now. I'm gonna write that in.
Oh,
as
good.
a-
Help but
Just
say
as
it.
a character trait of West, he can't help but be a smartass. As a character trait of Swissy, the player. All right. Well, we do have to wrap up, unfortunately. So we'll get to the consequences of several people's actions next session. Thanks for watching, everybody.
These
Level up
sessions
stuff.
are too short.
Oh right, yes, we
didn't do
forgot.
anything.
to
Can't
level
forget
up.
twice in a row.
Yeah, I forgot to
Well,
do
we
the
didn't do
level up stuff
anything
last time.
either session.
No, I know, but the level ups work differently in this game.
Yeah, I know, but there's like a list of questions, and I don't think we've done anything. We haven't solved the problem, or like
Let me
overcome or whatever,
roll-
whatever.
Okay. So yes,
I
here
mean,
we
that's
go.
fair. I just
Did you
I
conclude
knocked
the
out
current
2
mystery?
humans.
No. Did you save someone
No.
from certain death or worse?
No.
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 I don't think so.
no.
Did we
Well,
learn
she was
something
gonna
new
run
and
away.
Civic saved me, so.
Yeah, did we learn something new
Yeah.
and important about the world?
Not.
No.
I guess we learned the names of like the triad gods. I learned.
You
The
did.
players learned the names of the triad gods. Adva probably knew that already, though.
I think session experience is like everybody gets it. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
No.
As a group, no.
Save people
Connor
from
saved
himself.
people
He didn't
from
really.
himself.
No, I won't say that. Well, on a 1 to 2, you all mark 1 experience because you did get 1 yes.
But we had. Did we? All right.
Yeah. You learned something new and important
Sick.
about the world. So yeah, you all gain
I'll
1
take it.
experience. All right.
Yeah,
well,
that's why I brought it up. I couldn't remember what the questions were, so I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just excited to waltz into the headmistress with 2 unconscious people. I
There
don't see how
will
that
be
could possibly
consequences.
go wrong.
I am
It
going.
was fine.
It's
Move on.
fine. I won't say it on. I won't say it on air. I'll say it
Oh,
after
fine.
we go off.
all right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow for
I the
Somnium Files. Bye.